But Buddha was a pretty cool guy. I think he's definitely like in the top five of my heroes. My heroes are Stephen Hawking, would be my number one. Used to be Mahatma Gandhi. Abraham Lincoln, because he freed the slaves and he's pretty cool. And he was tall too. Not a lot of tall people back then. He was pretty tall. And then FDR, wheelchair. Got two guys on the wheelchair side, so clearly I don't have any discrimination against handicaps. And then the fifth hero would be, someone like Albert Einstein. All these people are my heroes. So Albert, I'm not even going to try to go back and name them all again, but you can replay the video and see for yourself. But I always thought it'd be nice to have a dinner with me and my five heroes, to like make a reservation at some nice restaurant like the Palm or something, and just have like a surf and turf, sit in one of them back rooms and it's like me and Abraham Lincoln and Albert Einstein and FDR and Mahatma Gandhi and Stephen Hawking and then I'm there at the head of the table and I'm like ding 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 ding, thank you for all making it to the thing and traveling through time and all that. I really appreciate that. But tonight, our guest of honor is a personal favorite of mine, the Buddha. And the Buddha comes out and everybody like stands up and he's like, no, don't get up, don't get up. And everybody gets up and they give him applause and everything like that. And then he like says a few words. He's like, thanks for, being here. I really appreciate it. He says a few wise words, and then he goes and sits down. We just had this big dinner, just all the whole gang of us, It's just gigantic dinner, surf and turf, and maybe a vegetarian option for Gandhi and Buddha. I don't know what FDR. FDR probably would just devour a steak, I would imagine. He wouldn't be too shy about lobster either. But I think it'd just be a lot of fun. We just have conversation and maybe order a few bottles of wine. And then you get to the end of the night, and this is the best part, is that they bring the check. And I'm the only one from this time period except for Stephen Hawking, but I mean, they're not going to bring it to Stephen Hawking. What the hell is he going to do? He's just like, can't, and I'm not making fun of him, I'm just saying that's kind of his position. So, I mean, you saw a guy who had shriveled hands like that, and you're the waiter, you're not going to bring him the check with like the pen, and he's going to have to do that and all. You're just not going to do that. So you're going to bring it to me because I'm like the only one from this time period. So they bring me the check, and I look at the check, and it's like $3,000, and I'm like, yeah, how the hell did this happen? And everybody's drunk, and Abraham Lincoln's got his arm around FDR, and they're just like ready to go hit the bars. We're having a good old time. And this is a buzzkill because I owe $3,000. And nobody else has like today money. Everybody else has money from their time period or their country or whatever. And again, Stephen Hawking, you're just not going to bother him because you don't want to look at him. Because you just feel bad. It's not because you don't like him or anything. It's just you feel bad. You don't know what to say. Sorry, dude. But the coolest thing about that is they bring you a check and $3,000 and you say, excuse me, instead of cash, would you accept wisdom? And I've heard that in some countries you can like get out of paying a check by like singing a song or folding an origami swan or something artistic, that sort of gives somebody a little bit of nurturing for their soul and not just financial nurturing for their pocketbook. So I would be like, Buddha, come here. And he would come over and be like, yes, my son. And, I'd put my arm around him. I'm like, lady, this is the Buddha, man. This is the Buddha. And she'd be like, get out of here. That's not the Buddha. And then he'd say something that was so amazing. And she'd be like, oh, holy shit, that is the Buddha. That is the Buddha. And I'd be like, you're gonna give the Buddha a $3,000 check? Come on. You should be ashamed of yourself. She feels so bad, and Buddha says something that makes her feel better, and she gets wisdom. She attains a little bit of wisdom, and she walks out, and that was her tip, and that was enough. That was enough. That's the best thing about having a big party with all my heroes from history. because you don't have to pay the check at the end of the night.